it's happening all over the place now with the fun immigrant arrivals, whether by bus or by plane. People are loving it, man, because these sanctuary cities, they're offering you a safe space to come when you've been here, illegally for a while. Come on in and into our neighborhood, and we won't bother you at all.
They all patted themselves on the back being sanctuary cities.
Oh, because they're so inclusive. They're so inviting. They're so welcoming.
Yes.
They're so loving. They're non-xenophobic. They're non-racist. They're anti-racist. It's so great. These people are fantastic.
Unless you're actually going to
you're not
immigrants here.
Yeah, don't be sending us multiple immigrants.
Okay, yeah,
Don't do that. Because we don't have the resources for that. Wait, Martha's Vineyard, where the average price of a home is about $9 million. You don't have the resources?
Well,
really?
It's private property.
Maybe you should get the resources because you all have money. All of you. All y'all, as we say down here in the South. So Martha's Vineyard homeless director spoke to the press yesterday.
Oh, okay.
So, what are the most difficult challenges right now?
The difficult challenges are we have, at some point in time, they have to move from here.
They have to move
somewhere else.
Right?
Wait, what?
We don't have services.
We don't have services
to take care of 50 immigrants.
Get the services.
50 immigrants.
We certainly don't have housing. We're in a housing crisis as we are on this island.
The housing crisis on the island.
We can't house everyone here that lives here and works here. We don't have housing for 50 more people.
Yeah, the workers can't live there. I mean, the help can't live there.
Well, you don't want the help around you. Some of them aren't white.
what I mean? I let some of the help stay in the house, in the help house.
The help house?
The help house.
But it's icky.
Yeah.
I don't even.
You don't even go in
tried
there.
not to even look at the help house.
When we remodeled, I just said, leave that be. We don't have time.
We don't have the housing or the resources at Martha's Vineyard.
That's awesome.
You know what? I think this Martha's Vineyard thing might be the last straw.
It very well could
This
be.
might be where we get that freaking wall built by December.
Yeah, it might be around Martha's Vineyard, though.
Yeah, it might.
50. She can't handle 50.
50. That's all that showed up there. 50. Really? And you've been overwhelmed? Hey, try 5 million.
Yeah.
Try that. Try 2 million in the last year and a half. How about that?
Yeah, the
50. Shut up.
I forgot what. Let's see, Lauren Book, I think is her name. I don't know. She's high up in the Senate for Democrats in Florida, and she's like, I'm puzzled at this decision by Ron DeSantis to send these illegals there. Yeah, you voted. She actually voted for the budget that allotted $12 million in Florida's budget to do exactly what's happening.
That's why it wasn't a surprise.
Then why is she puzzled? How'd you get puzzled?
Did you hear?
People are
really
pathetic.
Gavin Newsom wants to pursue kidnapping charges against Ron DeSantis and Greg Abbott.
Shut up.
So forth.
Shut up.
I can't take it. Now get this. The White House is secretly urging Mexico right now to take in more illegal immigrants expelled under the Title 42 health policy. They're secretly doing the Title 42 thing, which they've been threatening to eliminate, but they haven't. And now they're like, oh, okay, well, maybe we better start asking Mexico to take some of these illegals.
Because the number, I mean, it's really strange. I saw a chart somewhere, I should have saved it, where the numbers from some of the South American countries that were like 3% are now 25%.
Right.
I mean, they're going through, those numbers are through the roof.
And Venezuela is one of them. And so they're concerned about that.
Really? Why would they be concerned
about
that?
Because they don't like us.
What?
They don't like us.
Yeah, but families.
No, but they don't like us. Families. Yeah, you've seen the families cross the border, haven't you? Yeah. It's weird that all the families are the same age. It's kind of weird. The mom looks like a man. The dad is a man. Their kids are all around 24. They've got 5 kids that are 24.
Like I said, families.
It's tight-knit communities down there.
Yeah.
You know, this flying...
Because mom and dad look 24 as well.
Yeah.
Like 24-year-old men. It's weird. It's an interesting family.
Biology's changing, Pat. a lot of people pointed out that this flying immigrants around the country in the middle of the night, I'd like to add, this is stuff that Joe Biden has been doing forever now.
Yes.
I mean, so back off on your hypocrisy here.
That's exactly right. They're flying people to, I can't.
Everywhere.
I don't think I can explain where this came from.
Oh.
But I heard a report where they were flown to a place, I can't remember, though. It was a Midwestern state. It was like Illinois, Wisconsin, one of those states. And they were in a camp, and there were hundreds of them because they'd been arriving for days.
Right.
And they shipped some military personnel in there to watch over them, to be there and keep them in that area. I mean, they're sending them all over the place, including places that we don't even have cities. They've just started illegal immigrant camps.
Have they started voting yet?
Probably.
Oh, probably.
They've probably been
that's
voting
that's
the
one
whole
of the
time.
things that Florida's been so frustrated about is the federal shipping of these migrants to Florida, and they just drop them off. Okay, we're here now. Goodbye. Have a nice day.
I mean, it's literally
okay.
Right.
states like Florida and Texas are just mirroring federal policy.
That's all they're doing.
Under this administration.
It's one of the most brilliant things politically that's ever happened in this country. And I just can't believe they're doing it. And they keep doing it. It is fantastic. They don't usually have the giblets to pull this off. So I love it. But Mexico already accepts migrants from Guatemala, Honduras, El Salvador that have been turned away. But Biden administration officials are now pressuring them, Mexico City, to resettle people from Cuba, Nicaragua, Venezuela, and other places. And what are you going to do with all the people that are coming from Russia and China, Qatar? What are you going to do with all those people?
Well,
people coming from the Middle East.
It's not like they just walk across the border.
It's exactly like that. Yeah, it's strangely very much like that. They do just walk in.
And these people that are so upset, especially with this Martha's Vineyard debacle, were they this upset when we were, all the ones that are dying and drowning?
No.
Trying to come into the country?
No.
Were they just upset when how many people died in the back of the semi-trailer?
Yeah, how many was that?
Are we upset
60
about that?
some?
Are we upset about that? Did the governor of California comment on that, or did we just let that go?
Really good point. The poor people who were jammed into the back of a semi-trailer, and it was this was when the temperatures were 105 plus in Texas.
And they had a million inside that trailer.
Right. Oh my gosh, can you imagine how hot and stuffy and the oxygen completely? They suffocated. 60 people, I believe it was. I don't know. We'd have to look at the exact number, but I know it was over 50. Yeah. Just really horrific. And they don't care about the people who die in the desert. They don't care. We just had this, wasn't it just yesterday? We talked about the drownings.
Yeah.
That were not.
One a day.
It used to be one a month, he said. So like 12 people a year. Now it's one a day, 30 a month. So you're talking 400-ish people per year.
Just with that.
Drowning in the river. And then that's not to mention, like the back of trucks, in the Arizona or Texas deserts where it's 100 plus and they don't have any water. They're often ill-equipped to cross the border under the conditions that they face. Happens all the time. That's why one of the big arguments that we had 20 years ago when we lived in Houston was they were putting water stations in the desert.
That's right.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Water stations? Well, aren't you kind of encouraging them? Well, they're going to die if you don't. Oh, okay. Can we have a taco stand every 15, 20 miles too?
I'm not necessarily opposed to that.
I don't know. Milkshakes? What are we going to do?
I'm there.
Can we put rest stations in the desert for illegals that happen to show up? And we've just got an oasis every few miles for them.
By the way, 67 people.
67?
Dead in that trailer in July.
And how many were in it? Something like 100, I think. I think it was. There was close to 100 people
at least
jammed into that
survived,
thing.
So that would have been close to 100.
Some survived. So I don't know how they survived. I would have been the first to die. I can't do this. Let me out! Can you imagine?
Oh, the
they
screaming.
must have been screaming and banging on the truck, and that whoever's driving that thing is just oblivious to it. You don't care at all.
That's the answer.
About these people, you don't care.
So there were
sure he cares,
73, 67 died.
Oh, okay, wow. Only just a few of them survived. Wow. Oof. Awful. Just
Anyway.
awful.